Hello and welcome to our first game of the season. Ends in a disappointing defeat, really. A 2-1 defeat to newly promoted Ipswich Town. A good Ipswich Town side. You know, they're very good and very organised, very good at what they do. First 10-15 minutes thought we looked really good. You know, we were all over them. We were pressuring them high, but similar to last season, you know, a lot of tippy-tappy football, play around their box. The final ball, no end product, and Emir struggled to get into the game. Hello, how are we getting on? So, our first game of the season has ended in defeat, with a 2-1 defeat against newly promoted Ipswich Town. Although it's a tough one to take, you know, there was some positives to take out of the game, but we started off with the team that we thought we would start off with Patterson in goal, Hume, Dan Ballard, Luke O'Neill, Dennis Surkin, Dan Neil, Pierre Ekwa, Joby Bellingham, Patty Roberts, Jack Clark, and Emir making his debut up front as well. And to be fair, for the first 10-15 minutes we looked really good. We looked full of energy, we were pressing them high, we were all over them, but just couldn't get that final, you know, the final ball, or couldn't get that break. Bellingham had a great chance where there was a shot that was spilled, it come up from him and he fighted it over the bar, but as the half went on, they kind of come into the game more and more, and the inevitable happened. On half time, there's a deflected shot. Nathan Broadhead is there, and it's 1-0 right in the stroke of half time. To be fair, we were the better side in the first half, but it's a killer blow. But like I said, there was a lot of tippy-tappy football, similar to last season, and it seemed to be a lack of wanting to get a shot away, or a lack of wanting to put a cross in the box. And as a result, Emir, you know, struggled to get into the game. Jack Clark in particular was driving at defenders but then losing it. You know, he's a lack of wanting to go down the outside, keep wanting to cut back on the inside. They've done the homework, show them inside, and you know, the move peters out. Joby Bellingham took some lovely touches in the first half as well. You know, a calm influence on the ball. You know, beating people and laying the ball off. Pierre Ekwa I thought was really good in the first half as well, but we go in 1-0 down. And then second half was pretty much the same. You know, it's a lot of tippy-tappy football with no end product, which was sad to see. Toothless really, and obviously when our Hume picked up a boot in the first half, then, you know, they get a killer second goal. The breakaway, Luke O'Neill then gets caught out. The ball's played to George Hurst, who just rifles it in the top of the goal, and it's 2-0 from there. It's a tough comeback from there against a well-organised Ipswich team. We huffed and puffed, but like I say, Hume was already booked. They get a breakaway in the second half. He then drags his man down. Wasn't really a booking, but with these new rules, referees give him a second yellow card, and he's off, and we're down to 10 men. And from then, it kind of gives us a kick up the arse, really. Roberts seemed to get a new lease of life, driving at their defence, and then with 10 minutes left, we get one back. Excuse me. You know, Abdullah Barnes circling them left hand side, cross comes in, Dan Nails there to swipe it in. It's 2-1. Can we then go on and get an equaliser? It's, like I say, it's tough with 10 men, but we absolutely battered them the last 10 minutes. Injury time of 13 minutes. You know, there was a lot of time wasting going in the game, and this is the way the new rules are going to be this season. Ended up with 13 minutes of injury time, and we battered them. Just couldn't get that goal into near the end there. There was a shot, hit the goalkeeper, hit the post, and then, you know, just didn't go in. That's just the way it was. So, like I say, overall, disappointing to take, but there was some positives. Like I said, Joey Bellingham in particular, Pierre Ekwa, who I thought was outstanding. Disappointing that Emir kind of struggled to get into the game, and it shows, you know, how desperate we are for some experience at the top end of the pitch. It was a bit of a baptism of fire for him against a well organised Ipswich defence. So We lose the first game. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. We move on. We've got obviously Crewe during the week. We've then, you know, got, I think, Preston next weekend. So, obviously tune in to the Monday Night Live tomorrow from 7 o'clock, where we'll be reviewing the game in a bit more detail, looking at, you know, who stood out and who, you know, had a poor game, who had a good game, what could have been different, and what have you. But like I say, it's a 2-1 defeat. Not the result we all wanted, but it was great to be back in the stadium. Great the season to be underway, and you know, let's not be too downhearted. Long way to go. Hopefully we can get these reinforcements in before the end of the window shuts, and we'll have a good season. So I'd like to say tune in tomorrow, but until the next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Ta-ra.